And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by Josh Rosen, the 10th overall pick taken in 2018 out of UCLA.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. And
that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And now it's Rosen looking. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Rosen. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Rosen will throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Lindsey. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 4. To throw is Rosen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Rosen. His throw incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Rosen. He's got it to Williams. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on down. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Lance now on first down. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack, Lance. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Rosen. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he floated one out there incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll kick things off with an AFC East matchup in Foxborough. Buffalo visiting New England, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Jalen Reagor, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
We can't have that.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now on 2nd and 16, Lance. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. That'll be caught by Anderson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lance. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Lance.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, a check down here to Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Only able to pick up two, and that leads us to third and goal. Looking to throw. Lance. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still pop. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 40. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Lance punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here now come the Falcons. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Diaby Brown, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Lance now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Josh Rosen in the offense, down by 15, a little under 2.5 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. first down. It's Rosen. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And it was the Chargers who were able to take home the victory in that one. Andy Isabella, 2 touchdown catches to lead the way. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they take a knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.